Board games are boring. Do you think that? But what if I told you that board games have changed a lot since you were a kid? There's more out there than Monopoly, and even Catan. In fact, here are 3 reasons why board games are better than ever. Now, I'm not saying every old game is bad and every new game is good, but board games have improved so much that they're worth checking out again. Let's see why, with reason number 3. So you play a game of Monopoly, and you go bankrupt. Congrats, you are now officially eliminated from the game. And as your punishment, you must wait 1 to 2 hours until the others finish playing. How is that even fun? I'm sure if you've played Monopoly, you've experienced this. Player elimination isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it leaves a bad taste in your mouth when you have to wait a few hours just to play again. A lot of newer games have fixed that problem by not eliminating players. In Deception, Murder in Hong Kong, everyone plays as investigators, but one is secretly a murderer. Throughout the game, the investigators will be figuring out not only who the murderer is, but how they committed the murder. Although everyone can freely communicate their thoughts, each person is only given one opportunity to guess. If they guess incorrectly, they can no longer guess again. But the game doesn't punish you to the degree where you can't play again. It still encourages you to keep communicating, to talk with your fellow players and figuring out who the murderer is. This allows you to stay engaged until the end of the game. And as I said before, player elimination isn't necessarily a bad thing. People like having high stakes in a game, but newer games don't punish you by having you wait several hours just to play again. In Clank in Space, you are all thieves making your way through someone's ship, trying to take valuable artifacts. The person who scores the most points by means of the artifacts and cards wins. But the owner of the ship isn't going to make it easy for you. As you make noise moving throughout the ship, you are more likely to take damage when he attacks. If you take a certain amount of damage, you are eliminated. But when this happens, the game incentivizes the other players to finish the game faster. Because after you were eliminated, every time it's your turn, you get to draw from the bag and attack the other players, rushing them to finish. Because if not, they are eliminated. The game makes the sting of being eliminated less painful, and it gives you the power to potentially take someone down with you. There are so many great games available that allow you to see the game through, to finish it. And if player elimination is your thing, you'll be glad to know that you can quickly play another game shortly after being eliminated. If you're enjoying the content so far, please hit the like and subscribe button. Now, on to reason number 2. I really enjoy Risk, but I've had sessions ranging from 4 hours to multiple nights. For the hardcore gamer, this might seem like a gamer's paradise, but most prefer to play a game that doesn't overstay its welcome. Monopoly is no different. At times, you could have sessions where it seems that there's no end in sight, and you just want it to be over. Many newer board games have fixed this issue by forcing you to end the game. In Cascadia, everyone is building their own habitat, placing tiles and animals. Every turn, a player will grab an animal and a tile. Once all tiles have been grabbed, the game immediately ends. Cascadia visually shows you when it's coming to an end, and this just makes the experience more pleasant for everyone. And it allows you to focus on the puzzle more than when will it be over. Convincing family and friends to play board games can sometimes be hard, but if they know a game won't last long, and if they know that there's an end in sight, that might just be enough to convince them to give the game a shot. The truth is, not everyone is competitive, and not everyone likes the idea of figuring out how to take their own turn by themselves. That's where cooperative games come in. Growing up, I played board games where it was every man for themselves. But now there's such a great variety of games where everyone works together towards a common objective. Whether it's finding a cure in Pandemic or fighting against a monster in Unmatched, Tales to Amaze, everyone works together. And honestly, coming from a background of just playing a lot of older games, this blew my mind. And I find that a lot of casual gamers really enjoy working together because you're not alone. At least you don't feel like you are. Cooperative games encourage you to talk to each other, to work together. I recently played Pandemic just not too long ago with a friend who doesn't play board games, and he really enjoyed it. Because at times board games can kind of make you feel dumb because you just don't know what to do. But when you work cooperatively, it removes that feeling very quickly because everybody's working together, helping each other. It forces you to talk and be engaged in the game and feel like you're actually contributing to the game, even when you're not 100% sure what you're actually doing. And that's okay. Cooperative games have really helped my friends see how much board games have changed since we were kids and has opened the door to play so many fun board games out there. I believe these are 3 reasons why board games are better than ever. You know, it's funny because a lot of people say that board games are boring, and that's fine, it's their opinion. But I've had some of the funnest memories with people because of playing board games. Like when our entire group of friends erupted in cheers for my wife just to roll another set of dice. Or when my uncle just couldn't stop laughing because he kept guessing the wrong card. These experiences aren't just about playing a game. These experiences allow us to connect, to be present, and to have fun. And that's what we want. We want to be present with the ones we love. We want to laugh when times are hard. We want to have fun memories to look back on. And the truth is, you can by playing board games.
Guys, it's not me. I'm trying to feel for a 6.